Hi folks, Berry Lowman with Team Hall Nass, coming to you from the 2010 Bonneville 100. We're in Wendover, Nevada, right on the Nevada-Utah border. Of course, the famous Bonneville Salt Flats, which we went out and visited yesterday, roughly about 6 to 10 miles out the road, the other side of town here, about 10 miles from where we are, I think 6 miles from the edge of town. They are amazing. However, even though this is the Bonneville 100, we're not racing down the salt today. No, my friends. Get out your maps. Go to Google Earth, Google Maps, and find out what kind of challenge. We're not going in a straight line in this 2007 Chevrolet Corvette Z06. No, that would be too easy for Team Hall Nass. We're going down two-lane twisty blacktop. What's that? Yes, we're going down two-lane twisty blacktop. US 93A, which runs south from Wendover to go down and junction up with the regular US 93, which will run you back towards Las Vegas. About 50, I think it's about 56 miles is the length of the total highway, maybe 58, give or take. However, the length of the race course, 100 miles, actually 101.6 miles. Because this is time, speed, distance racing, you would think, 50 miles out, everybody hangs out, has a little drink, pre-grid the cars again, get them back up on the grid, race 50 miles back. Do the math in your head, right? Not so easy. It is, now let's get the chart for you. And yes, Team Hall Nass has speed chart cheater notes. We are going, by the way, we are rolling off 22nd on the grid this morning. They start with what's called the 155 miles per hour class, then the 150 class, the 145, and then the 140. Team Hall Nass is running the 140 class. We opted to go for the 140 class instead of the 155 class, or even the 150 or 145 classes, because those classes typically have a lot more cars in them, and it's some of these guys have been doing this for 20 plus years, and Team Hall Nass knows all about going fast, and Team Hall Nass is pretty good about figuring the intervals for time, speed, distance. But when you're getting on these roads, and some of these guys have been running these roads for, like I said, 20 plus years in these events, you've really got to have it dialed in. We used to do this off a stopwatch, and then we started doing it off of dual stopwatches. And if you'll notice in the car today, I don't know if you can see back behind me anywhere, we've got 4 devices in the car. We've got a little bit of old school tech and new school tech. We have got 2 stopwatches. We have got one mounted to the steering wheel, which my father, who wants to drive this event, and he's quite the hot shoe. He taught me how to drive a number of years ago, more than I'm going to admit. He's driving us down, and it looks like he's going to drive us back. Initially, we were going to split the duties. However, they will tech him at 168, and they'll only tech me on this course at 150, because I haven't been down this course at a higher tech before. It's fine. It's no big deal. I'd rather go fast and be hauling ass than have to, fight at 18 mile an hour interval, especially trying to make up that speed, that 18 mile an hour buffer to try to, qualify for that 150 tech speed, to be able to go up to their 168 tech speed. It's not worth throwing us off. We got too much time and money and getting out here and doing this. So we'll see about next year. So we run 2 different directions here in the Bonneville 100. And like I said, it's not 50 miles down and 50 miles back. No. It is 51.65 miles on the southbound leg of the course. And we're looking to cover that distance in 22 minutes, 8.14 seconds. 2-lane twisty blacktop. There's a long straight. There's a number of long straightaways in this. But there are a few corners, and you think, I've heard several people say, this, you're trying to average 140 mile an hour, get your car up to 146 cruise control. No. Secondly, people say, you get up to 140 and you maintain it. No. The reason we have a 168 tech speed, you've got a couple of corners on this course that even the seasoned veterans don't like to take it more than 115 miles an hour. There's one in particular that the best advised speed, especially for this type of car, is 115, and there's one that's 110. And that's what people are saying you can go through there by the skin of your teeth. There will be people that slow down to go slower than that through there. Now, we have a minimum speed we have to maintain of 110 miles an hour, but they will allow you to drop below that in those two bad areas where there's thank goodness we're far from switchbacks, but I tell you what, at 165 miles an hour we're going through, setting up on some of these things, dear God, it might as well be a switchback. So there's one set you'll notice we'll back down to about 115. There's another set you'll notice we'll back down to about 110. Don't forget, you've got so many miles down the course before you get up to an average of 140, because you're starting from zero. The first several miles of this course are uphill, and it's a pretty good climb. So you've got all of these things to come back going up. The good news is we got plenty of straightaways and plenty of time going down through there to make it up, hopefully. So we come back north, leg 2 of the course. Go through the notes. When we get to the end of this bad boy, we'll cross the finish line for the second time, which is the final time, and they average your times between the two. We're looking at an overall distance of 101.6 miles, the total time, total running time, 43 minutes, 32.57 seconds. And whoever is within probably 2/1000ths of that is going to win this class. 2/1000ths of a second or less, yeah, that's what we're looking at, and it could come down to even slighter interval than that. Right now in the 140 mile an hour class, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars. It's 9 cars, all looking to average 140, all teched for 168, and we're rolling off 5th in this group. First 2 cars in this group, 2009 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1s. Third car in this group, a little shout out to my friends over at Burnout Radio, a 1995 Ford Mustang. That'll make the guys over at Team Hazmat and Team New Mex Express happy as well. Fourth to roll off in the group will be a 2003 Jaguar XJR. We call them Jaguars where I'm from, but Jaguar. And then, of course, the 2007 Chevrolet Corvette Z06 in this beautiful LeMans Blue with silver accents. Then we've got a 1994 Porsche 911 Turbo, followed by, and you guys are going to like this, especially our muscle car fans, a 1955 Plymouth Belvedere. You gotta love that. And then last but not least, bringing it up a little bit old school with the 5th gen 2002 Corvette Z06. Not the only Texan in the group. Granted, we're way out here on the West Coast. Most of these guys are from the Western United States. There are 3 people, counting myself, within these cars, just in the 140 class, that are from Texas. We've got a gentleman out here from San Antonio, Texas, and his wife is a navigator, and we also have a gentleman out here from Frisco, Texas, which is just right up the road from Addison, as you know. So not only have we got other cars to beat, but we're racing for Texas pride here with Team Hall Nass at the Bonneville 100. So we'll report back later today, and hopefully with a positive result. Our camera stopped on the run, the bump knocked it out, but we're within a second right now at halfway, so pretty good. Big wind blowing, 1 bird strike dead center of the hood, no damage, possible second one, so we'll get there. This is Berry Lowman reporting to you from Wendover, Nevada at the famed, storied Bonneville 100, reminding you that if you've just been passed, even in a Z06, then you're not hauling Nass.